Have a nice trip. See you next fall. I'm sure you've heard this common joke, and we've all had a giggle in comedic films when characters slip and trip. Though funny in movies, slips and trips and falls at work are no laughing matter. In the workplace, these accidents have caused over 200,000 serious injuries and 345 deaths in 2016 alone. You don't have to become a statistic. Many, possibly even most, slips, trips, and falls can be prevented. In this course, we'll learn more about what can be done to help you stay on your feet and stay safe. Now, before we get to the how-tos, let's take a moment to define some terms. What exactly is a slip, a trip, and a fall? A slip occurs when there is too little friction between a person's foot and the walking surface. Slips are often caused by spills, water, grease, dust, wood shavings, leaves, pine needles, and other debris that can make floors slippery. Highly polished or freshly waxed floors are also slip hazards. A trip is when a person's foot or lower leg hits an object and the rest of their body keeps moving. Trips are most often caused by clutter in aisles or walkways, extension cords, hoses, open filing cabinets, boxes. All of these are trip hazards. Trips can also be caused by uneven floor surfaces, unexpected drops, and gaps or cracks in walking surfaces. Both slips and trips result in lost balance. Lost balance often leads to falls. Falls to the same level, such as slipping on wet leaves and hitting the ground, can and do cause injury. But a fall from a greater height, such as off a ladder, down a flight of stairs, or from a platform, is even more dangerous. Injuries from slips, trips, and falls range from minor to the very serious. Sprains, strains, bruises, broken bones, cuts, and head injuries are all common. The good news is slips, trips, and falls and the injuries they cause are avoidable. What can be done to prevent them? First of all, some of the responsibility rests with your employer. OSHA has a number of rules and regulations pertaining to slip, trip, and fall hazards. For example, your employer is required to regularly inspect your workplace and address any issues they find. This might include providing fall protection like guardrails, harnesses, or safety nets. It might include making sure there is an anti-slip edge to all stairs. It definitely includes providing adequate lighting in all work areas and walkways. There are many ways your employer can make your workplace less prone to slips, trips, and falls, and they're all regulated by OSHA. Your employer is also required to provide you with training on the hazards in your workplace, how to use and maintain personal protective equipment, and best practices for working and walking safely. It's not all up to your employer, however. You have responsibilities too. Let's explore the top ways you can avoid slips, trips, and falls at work. Wear the right PPE. For many people, this just means wearing non-slip shoes. Depending on your job, however, there could be other equipment for you to wear. Proper use and maintenance of PPE is a must. Carrying too many items at once, looking at your phone, leaving sunglasses on when you come inside, and being distracted are risky behaviors that we're probably all guilty of on occasion. Being aware of your surroundings and maintaining visibility ensures you don't trip over an object that you couldn't see or didn't notice. Don't run at work. Take careful steps and be especially cautious on wet, icy, and highly polished flooring surfaces. When you lengthen your stride to run, you automatically increase your risk of slipping and losing your balance. Be extra careful on stairs. Use the handrail and watch out for slippery or uneven surfaces. Maintain a neat and tidy work area. Boxes blocking the hallway, loose papers strewn across the floor, extension cords zigzagging back and forth, open filing cabinets, and other clutter increase the risks of slips and trips needlessly. Show respect for your coworkers by keeping walkways clear at all times. This doesn't apply to everyone, but if you use a ladder at work, you must know how to do so safely. Before using a ladder, make sure it's in good condition. Do not use a ladder with cracks, warping, or other defects. Make sure the ladder is stable before you begin climbing. Use both hands to climb the ladder, and always maintain a solid center of balance. It only takes a second for an accident to happen. One careless moment, one bad decision, or one ill-timed distraction could put your health at risk. Slips, trips, and falls can happen anywhere. Don't take your health for granted. Keep these best practices in mind to stay on your feet and stay on the job.